Thanks for making us part of your journey, and take care. Welcome to Seattle.
So we've arrived in Alaska. The inside of Anchorage is pretty normal, but as soon as you leave Anchorage, just wilderness everywhere. Driving up to Wasilla, and then I'm going to drive up to Denali State Park because I'm going to try to get pictures of Mount Denali or McKinley or whatever it's called now. I think it's back to McKinley. But I'm going to try to get pictures up there, and then I'll show you guys. So, my whole thing with the YouTube channel is to record all the pictures that I take. So, this is going to be one of the very first pictures that I take. It's going to be very organic, but this is one of the first pictures that I'm going to take, and I think I'm going to have to wait until 3:30 or 4 in the morning to take it. So that's Mount Denali. Let me flip you guys around. That's Mount Denali. Right, what over there? That big one over there. That's Mount Denali. The problem is that you can't, I can't shoot it right now. The glare is just horrible. Right now it's 8:45 in the afternoon. It doesn't turn nighttime until like 11:30. It's sunset, and then sunrise is like 3:30, 4 in the morning. So I'm gonna have to be here at 3:30 or 4 in the morning to try to shoot it. And hopefully I can get the sun lighting up the face of it and then take that shot. You know what I mean? And that's the cool thing about this whole thing, is having to do this type of stuff. You know, if you feed a prompt into AI and just like Mount Denali picture, whatever, but that doesn't mean anything. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean anything. Like me having to show up and be here at 3 in the morning and wait for the sun to hit it perfect, like that's cool. So I think I'm gonna drive to Fairbanks, check out Fairbanks, and then drive back, and hopefully I'll get a good shot, because right now it's just, there's gonna be no way. The sun is, there's just no way. Okay, so I am hauling butt to try to make it back to Denali, because I was in Fairbanks, and then I realized that sunrise was going to be like at 3:30 in the morning, and it's a 3-hour drive. So I want to get that orange, like that orange glow, like that. That's a beautiful shot, but I needed that shot from Denali, and I don't know how much longer I'm going to have that orange glow. So it might last a couple hours, it might go away right away. So I don't know. Alaska is such a weird, just different place, that like sunset was like from 9 to like midnight, and then it was just twilight until like 3:30. So I don't know how long sunrise is going to be. Is sunrise going to be until 6 in the morning? I have no idea. So I hope I can get there in time, and then I'll record shooting that photo, because I don't know if I'm going to get another chance to shoot Denali at 4 in the morning. Now, I didn't know this, but there's only a few days out of the year where you can actually see the top of Denali. The rest of the time, it's foggy or the weather isn't great, but that's the time that hikers and mountaineers use to go up to the summit. So I didn't know that, but I was there in the time, the very small window where it's visible. There it is, right there. Right there. Right there. There you go. Come on, trees. There you go. But it's like hidden behind the other range, like the whole other range of mountains. So I need to find a way to. And then the sun is like, you know, I should have just stayed by the park and shot it. Oh well. I'm gonna get close and see if I can get another one. This is not cool that I'm doing this without bear spray, because I just saw elk not that long ago, and more than likely there's grizzly bear here somewhere. But let's see if we can get this shot. Where is that? Okay, let's move this way. Where is it? There you go. I'm gonna get a little bit lower. What the fuck was that? What I don't like about this being this far is it doesn't look, I mean, it's far. The mountain itself is super freaking far from the road, so even from far, like, you can't get close. But it just doesn't look. It just doesn't look as massive, you know what I mean? It doesn't look as like boom as it would if I got close, but I can't. All right, let's go somewhere else. This is gonna have to be the shot right here, because it's fucking cold. Oh, I think that's a good shot. I just can't hold it steady. is that? I hope that's not a bear. Come on. Oh, it's not bad. What if a grizzly bear just runs out and kicks my ass? Okay, let's turn off HDR. I did that. I did one of these. That's a good one right there. But I just need more foreground. Boom, that's a good one. Maybe I'll put it at a third. It just doesn't look as imposing, if that makes any sense. Let's see if we can get closer. I think that's better. Okay. Yeah, it's better. All right. All right. I'm gonna go back out this way because this is not Denali, but the reflections look gorgeous. I just don't have a way to get in. Okay, how are we gonna do this? Okay, that looks nice. Okay, that, we got that over there. Ooh, let's see, oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna record a few seconds before I take the shot. That way you can kind of see what I'm looking at. So that's what I'm looking at right there. So let's see if we can do something with it. Right there. So let's see. That's a good shot, I think. Fuck, it's cold. Okay. Man, I would have to get down there. I would have to get down there and try to shoot at an angle or something. Shit. Let me see if I can get closer to Denali. Get a different shot before the sun comes completely up and ruins everything. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's right there, and I got a good shot. Boom, through here. So let's see if we can get a good shot from here. I'm gonna have the camera do an HDR version and see what that looks like. That looks cool. Overexposed. Let's see, let's do it again. I always like to shoot an HDR in the camera and then RAWs, just in case. Let me lower this. I guess so. Oh, I know what it's doing. Okay, let's go F10. So I went f13, ISO 400, shutter. I don't remember what shutter. Let me turn off my HDR. And I'm just gonna go f16. Screw it. Let's see what we get. I'm gonna push in super close right there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but I'm like, I'm at 200, which is very close. But if I get too close, I just lose the foreground and it just looks... I like the clouds that are in there. Nice, I think that looks good. I think that's as good as it's gonna get because I can't get any closer. So let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Ooh, that is bright. I did this, I did one of these, and then I got this close, but it just, I don't know. That looks good. I did that. That looks all right. Actually, that's a good shot. Let me take that shot. So, whoa. I did that. I did one of these. That's a good one right there. But I just need more foreground. Boom, that's a good one. Maybe I'll put it at a third. It just doesn't look as imposing, if that makes any sense. Let me take that shot right there. Let's see what that looks like. I'm gonna go f14. Screw it, I gotta go. Ooh, so I'm shooting this one right now. I didn't get a chance to grab my DJI, but this is what it's gonna look like, kind of. So let me take this shot. I just wanted it to be in there because those rays look crazy, and you can do that in Photoshop, but I'm not photoshopping nothing, just so you guys can see that they are there. Alright, let me take this shot. Okay, so I just took that shot that you guys just saw, and now I'm heading back to Anchorage because I need to turn in this car and go to Kodiak. But it's cold. I don't have bear spray. The sun's already coming out, so I think it was a good shot. Now, I didn't know this, but Alaska Airlines are the only ones that fly in and out of Kodiak Island. They also go to little remote places like King Salmon and little towns in Alaska, so kudos to them for going to those remote places.
a passenger from Texas that works in the cannery.
Uh-huh.
He wants to move here.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I don't blame him. It's beautiful here.
He wants to move here. He said that I lived here all my life. I want a change.
Yeah.
So I think he is going to find an apartment and then move here.
Wow. All the way from Texas?
Yeah, all the way from Texas.
Wow.
It's a big change, huh?
Yeah, it's huge.
Okay, I see you guys don't get along.
I gotta see raspberry.
I got you. Tell me your name again.
Yeah, I'm up front.
Judy. I got it.
This piece of water is the Shalikoff Strait. It's about 30 miles between Kodiak, Alaska, Kodiak Island and mainland Alaska, where Katmai National Park is. And the water is beautiful. It's just extremely cold. There's a lot of wildlife. And I was asking if I could cross it on a boat, but I was very much discouraged to do so. It's very dangerous. But looking at it from a seaplane, it's just absolutely gorgeous. Riding a seaplane is definitely the way to go. What we're doing here is we're on the coast of Katmai, on the southern coast of Alaska, and the plan is to just fly around the coast and see if we can spot bears, and then land in the ocean and taxi our way back to the coast and hike to the area where we saw grizzly bears. It's a very raw way to find wild grizzlies, but it was a learning experience, and you'll be able to see a few of them just kind of roaming around. But it's a very raw and organic way to find grizzlies, as opposed to going somewhere like kind of like King Salmon, where it's there's boardwalks and places to see them, and they're still in their environment, but here it's kind of like out in the wild. So I'm really glad that we did it this way.
far, just letting you know. We don't want to get separated. It's just brushy enough where you won't see each other. I'm gonna make a lot of noise. I went through there yesterday. When we get out around the bears, I mean, you know the drill if you've been on a bear group. We gotta stay together as a group. Actually, if we spread out and people are back there taking pictures and we're all over, we will scare them all away. This time of year, they're a lot more sensitive. And then actually big old bears that aren't afraid of people will run away from us. We had a big, huge, beautiful male pick up and run the minute he saw us. They don't normally do that. But our behavior really determines the quality of our bear view. Like horse droppings, except it's black. Yeah, that's a big one. There was a really big male here yesterday. I was really hoping. I don't know if that's going to be there. So this is one type of sedge. There's a whole bunch of different sedges. Like there's a whole bunch of different grasses. But the one that's got the high protein really keeps them in these meadows. And there's some, I don't know if you can smell it that good on that one. There's some sedge meadows. Kodiak used to be like this, but sport hunting got it, kind of scared all the bears off these open areas. They will graze this and will keep growing like cattle grazing the pasture. And you'll just see them there all summer. Until the salmon come in, then they, or berries, then they do something else. You guys even see that though? Can you see that? It's a big bear. We'll keep walking over there. I don't want to really scare him, but he's listening to us walk closer to us.
What do you think he's doing?
Napping.
Oh, napping?
Yeah. I want to get a little closer, but I don't want to wake it up, so we'll see. They can nap. See that different colored green down there and that really short golf course looking grass?
Yeah.
Those are the sedges.
Okay. Are you clapping just to try to make noise so that you don't scare them?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually better than our voices.
Mm-hmm.
It's really easy to scare them.
Okay.
Most of the times they run away.
Mm-hmm.
But sometimes it's like a person. If you scare them too much, they come right back at you.
Oh, okay.
So yesterday we saw wolf tracks in the sand, kind of going down the beach. Lots of bear tracks, and there's little fox tracks here too.
Is that what these
I think those are fox. They look big because it's in the sand.
Yeah, kind of spread
You'll
out.
see a wolf track and it's just substantially bigger. Well, he's still got a ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a lot of pumice washing up on
Tap
the beach.
my
What is it?
pumice from
It's,
the volcano.
It was
Oh.
blasted out of the volcano and it's rock, but it's so porous and it holds so much air that
It's really
floats.
light, you know, and rough.
Yeah, wow.
We use it to scrape
is-
our heels.
Walk in the grass. Again, I'll spill that again. He knows we're coming. I've gotten close to the males, and the females have gotten jealous and gotten between them. Yeah, look at his shoulders. Fur is only like an inch thick right now, so the fur is thicker. Here he comes. Metabolism starts slowing down their digestion, and then they kind of ease into going up in their den and fall asleep. When they come out, it has to slowly speed up again, so they're not immediately hungry at all. They're just kind of gradually getting their metabolism going up again, where they have the desire to eat, and they are a little discombobulated.
It seems like they're eating the grass and stuff just to get things moving before them.
We are back in Kodiak Island. I'm gonna try to head to the western part of Kodiak, where I was told there's a bunch of bald eagles, and let's see what we can find. guys see it over there? Right there. That's what I want to shoot. So, let me see if I can shoot. Right here, you guys see him on the beach right there. I'm gonna put this here. Okay, I'm gonna go this way. Hopefully I don't scare him off. Hey buddy, don't go anywhere. Oh. Oh, I'm gonna sit here. Where are you? What is that? So what that is a young bald eagle. They don't start getting the white plumage until they're a little bit older. I think it's over 3 years. When they're little, they're all brown. And then as they get about 2 or 3 years old, they start getting a little bit of white on the head, and the white parts start coming out. But that is a 2 to 3 year old bald eagle. Get away from that. But it's not a bald eagle. I gotta research that. I think it's gonna work. Oh, I don't think anything is gonna work. What if I can shoot this eagle? That'll be amazing. There it goes. Well, I guess now I can cross. This is gonna suck. I don't think I'm gonna cross. That is ridiculous. I don't know how deep it is either. And I don't have waders on. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna cross that. That's insanity. It's like it's like 40 degrees right now, so that water's, I know it's freezing. Look at that. Look, you guys are about to see this. Watch this. Watch this. You see that? Sir, please don't fly away. I'm not gonna shoot you. Well, I mean, I'm gonna shoot you, but not with a gun. Please don't fly away. Please don't fly away. Please don't fly away. Ah, that's the shot right there. Fix your neck, buddy. He's looking at me like, why are you this close to me, dude? Look at that shot. Ah, come on, focus. Ah, look at that thing. Look at that shot right there. Boom. He's definitely looking at me like, hey man, what are you? Why are you so close to me? Let me see if I can get across that bridge and go get another one, but to this guy. I need that shot. Let me get that shot. Nice. All right, I got a bunch of them. I'll leave you alone, sir. Eagle, sir. You're a great model. There is eagle's nest over there. I'm about to show you guys. Right there. Boom, you see it? Wow, that is beautiful. Okay, let me get this shot. I'm pretty far, so I'm not disturbing it. I don't think I can get any close even if I try. Man, it's cold. Okay. Let's go. I got those shots. Let's go. Can I take a couple pictures of you? Do you mind? Well, I'm glad I took a video of this because it turns out that this is the ferry that runs from Alaska. So this thing runs from Washington all the way to like Anchorage, not Anchorage, Seward, to the southern coast of Alaska, down to Kodiak. So you can actually put your car in the ferry and then go from Washington to Alaska, then from Alaska to Kodiak, and it takes it a few days. You know, you're on the boat for 3 or 4 days, but it's cheaper than flying around, so that's pretty cool. This is Port Homer. The city itself is Homer, but you can drive a couple miles and there's like an inlet portion. And this is one of the southernmost areas of Alaska. If you go that way, through the ocean, you'll get back to Kodiak, which is pretty cool. And another cool thing is, this is one thing that I plan to do probably next year. Instead of flying to Kodiak, look, let me show you guys. Let me see if I can do this. Boop. Okay. Instead of flying to Kodiak, what you can do is just go to that port and they'll load your car into a ferry and then they'll take you all the way to Kodiak. And that takes about 9 hours, supposedly, 9 or 10 hours. But during those 9 or 10 hours, you're not just like sitting at your car waiting. You can rent a room with like a place to sleep, and it's got bathrooms and everything. It's actually pretty awesome. And on the way there, you can also do, I mean, for me, I'm a photographer, you can see whales. So I was told that this area, all the southern coast of Alaska, has a bunch of orca that are local, which means they hang around all year long. They have beluga whales, obviously a lot of, what are they called? I think it's, damn it, I forgot the name, but definitely orca, beluga whales. Damn it, I forgot, orcas eat them. They're like small seals, but damn, I forgot the name. We saw them. But anyway, you can see them from the ship. So I want to do that. But yeah, this is Alaska in June. And the weather's crappy. It's not always crappy. When I arrived at Kodiak, it was beautiful. But I mean, it just has its days, you know. Don't think that Alaska's just crappy all the time. You know, supposedly next week it's supposed to be sunny. And Alaska, when it's sunny, it's just breathtaking. I mean, it's breathtaking now, but when it's sunny, it's just paradise. Let's go find somewhere to sleep because it's 11:30 at night. I know you can't tell, but it's 11:30 at night. Guys, the glacier out there. I don't know if you can see it. Oh man, there you go. Alright. Look at that, that's insane. That glacier's pretty crazy, right? So we went to Seward. I was gonna record down in Seward, Alaska, but it was pouring horribly. So then I drove up a little bit, came up to the glacier. I had to record the glacier. I wish I could like the weather was better so I could go wildlife hunting so you guys could see more wildlife videos and stuff like that, but the weather's terrible and I gotta get out of town and I flew in. You know, next time I'm just gonna ferry a truck and just stay as long as I need to so I can go out and shoot the wildlife. I almost forgot to record this shot I just took. Check this out, I took it right here. Boom, look at that. Look at that. 2870, I think I shot it at f9. Stunning. Anyway, yeah, I'm heading back to the airport here soon. So if I get another shot or if I see something else, then I'll stop and record it. But we might be getting to the end of the journey. Well, guys, that's the end of the video. We're back in Seattle. And even though I wasn't there for that long, it was a great experience. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being part of this journey. I know it's only the second video, and the first video is the one with my daughter. So that one, it's not even like a travel video. This video was a little bit, it was a little bit sloppy because I was just like, I was trying to like figure out like shooting and then like recording at the same time and everything. But I think at the end I started getting it kind of down, because I had the camera in my bag. And then I was recording like the wide, like where you could see everything. Then right before I took the shot, I recorded through my lens so that you could see what the shot was gonna look like. And then I would stop recording and boom, take the shot. And I think that's gonna be the way that I'm gonna do it. Just gonna like the regular view of everything, and then like the shot through the lens, and then boom, I'm gonna post the picture, and then you'll go back to seeing everything. That way you can see all the different angles. I think that's the way that I'm gonna do it. It seems the most efficient. I'm gonna start, by the time this posts, I'll probably have all my prints ready to go. Go to Caesar Goes Wild on Instagram. I'm gonna start posting the prints I have available for sale. And if you're interested in a print, then I'll bring it to you, or I'll ship it to you depending where you are or whatever. But I'd rather do it in person. And once I come up with prices and all that stuff, I'll put them in the Instagram thing. And yeah, it's kind of nostalgic. I can't believe that like 3 days ago I was in Kodiak, but it's pretty cool. The rain, the cold, and all that stuff, to me, that's cool. So anyway, thank you guys for watching this whole video. The next video coming up is Montana. I'm going to Yellowstone, and hopefully that the recording and all that stuff, it's gonna get better from here on. Until the videos, I want to make them like kind of like a movie, like where you're watching a movie and it's like, but I'm not. I'm not that experienced of a filmmaker yet, but it's getting there. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.